try and cage me, demons.
I guess I can go back and explore that part quickly. I cheated? No, sir. Nope. No cheatsy doodles. I promise. Hey, next level right away. Nah, I'm gonna explore a bit.
I need mana. I can't carry anymore.
Okay, check this room out. Do you see this square room on the map? There are no doors, but you can see chest and gold inside, right? Well, there's a wall that you can open. Ah, thank you, Sebo. Are there any more secrets in this act, in Act 2? Wolf, what's up? Look, there's another wall, another room. Playing Diablo 4, yeah?
I am overburdened.
Good day. Have I told you about the... Good
You did? You did tell me.
Akara is...
Okay, I think we got all of them.
May I help you? Charcy is a...
Yes? I don't really know anything about Kane.
Hello. Akara has been like a mother to me for as long as I can remember. She is wise and good, but I don't think she has the steel to retake our monastery by force.
Good day. I understand that Cain is the last descendant of the ancient Herodrim, and that his knowledge of their lore is vast. He could prove to be very useful in discerning the nature of our current crisis. get down here.
Hey, I got unique staff. Look at that. Mana stolen per hit. Isn't that awesome? Target's defense 50%. Why not? Why not? What class am I? An assassin. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
I can't carry anymore. We're planning to play Necromancer. Necromancer is awesome. It's awesome for leveling, awesome for endgame.
can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
All I do now is run around and place traps. That's all I do.
Stay a while and listen.
Good evening.
Wait. Where was the waypoint? Level 2. I don't really need it. But why not? I don't plan to come back and farm Andariel on normal. But why not? Hey, Dark Side. What's up, man? I am great. How about you, man? Have I played Kingdom Hearts? No. No. Okay, my poison is 85 with the antidote potion. I drank a couple of them because drinking a couple of them also stacks them. It stacks the duration. So drinking a couple of potions doesn't stack how much resistance you get, it stacks the duration of those potions. And I will need poison resistance now for this boss.
Not enough mana.
Death becomes you, Andariel.
I need mana.
I didn't have time to show it, but this boss is a naked lady. I'm sure some of you will appreciate that. I'm sure some of you will Google it right now. Now, there's something I have to explain. Killing bosses for the first time gives you extra loot. Okay? But there's a bug with Andariel. As soon as you kill Andariel, you have to go as fast as possible to the second act. You can do that by talking to Wareve and immediately switch to second act and quit the game and then come back. I'm pretty sure that bug is still in the game, and that way you can bug out Andariel so that every time you kill her, she gives you that juiced loot. However, since this is a story playthrough, I'm not gonna do that. And also, I don't need to do that in a normal difficulty, because I don't plan to farm Andariel on normal. But yeah, as soon as you kill her, you don't talk to anyone. You shouldn't talk to anyone.
Hello.
You talk to this
Good
guy
day.
and go to second act immediately. But, for the story's sake, I'm gonna talk to everyone.
This is a great victory indeed, but many more battles await. I will accompany you on your journey, lending what assistance I can. Remember, Diablo is still out there, seeking something in the desert. I'm afraid that this nightmare will not end until you find what it is that he seeks. Have I told you about the Harad?
Andariel's death brings about renewed life for us all. We mourn the loss of our dear sisters, but at least now we can get on with our lives. I may have misjudged you, Outlander. You are a true hero, and testament to the noble spirit which has inspired our order for generations. Farewell, my friend. Before our exile, Charcy, our blacksmith, could fashion any implement of war. Here in the camp, she merely makes stew. Her best tools remain within the monastery.
The caravan is prepared. We may now journey eastward to Loot Golain. Geed is a wandering merchant.
Finally, we may rejoice. We owe you a debt we can never repay. I only hope that in time, we will be able to rebuild our order. All our thanks go with you, my friend.
$5,000 gold. I'm gonna keep this and sell it later.
I'll put that to good use.
Good day.
Good day. You'll probably go east now. It was good to know you. I hope you'll come back if you ever need anything.
Let's deal, my friend. I'm gonna party like it's $9.99.
What a guy.
Andariel's demonic forces have taken up residence in the forests as well as the monastery. I won't be venturing out of the camp. So I'm gonna party like it's $9.99.
Am I done with the first one? I am.
I am overburdened.
Just gonna get this loot.
Good day. This is a great victory indeed, but many more battles await. I will accompany you on your journey, lending what assistance I can. Remember, Diablo is still out there, seeking something in the desert. I'm afraid that this nightmare will not end until you find what it is that he seeks.
Your presence indeed is a... The caravan is prepared. We may now
Yes? And Dariel's death.
The Order welcomes you.
Good day.
Greetings.
And now we go east.
Good day.
You guys ready?
We traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that arid wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Loot Lane, with a great sea beyond. We made camp that last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Attempts failed. Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within a tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother. Sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Loot Lane. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
Greetings. Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Loot Lane, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city. I'm glad to know that once again, caravans are free to travel through the Western Pass. For some time now, we have been under siege by an evil power that I cannot identify. Strange, it all began when a dark wanderer came this way, looking for the tomb of Tal Rasha. No one knows exactly where Tal Rasha, keeper of Baal, is entombed, but it is certain to be far out in the desert. Now my people whisper tales of the dead rising from their tombs, and horrible creatures lurking amongst the moonlit dunes. Even I have witnessed things which I cannot explain. I've ordered the port closed and all trade ships moored until I am sure that my city is safe. Atma, the tavern keeper, has an important mission for you. Go see her immediately. You'll find her on the other side of town. Now I must return to the palace. I apologize, but I can't invite you in. Things are rather a mess right now. Things are getting worse by the hour. I know everything looks fine, but trust me, it isn't. For trade in magic and the like, see Drognin or Lysander. Drognin is the wisest man I know, without equal in magic and ancient lore. Poor Lysander is nearly deaf, but he's a reliable potion chemist. For travel back west, see Wariv, whom you already know. Our own Farah is a fine and honest armorer, and she can heal wounds as well. Elzix is the innkeeper, and may also have some items to trade. Grays, the mercenary captain I hired to secure the gates of Lut Golain, keeps order in town as well. There are others here too. I'm sure you'll meet most of them. Just look around. Things are getting worse by the hour.
Now that Andariel is dead, I can return and outfit the rogues properly. Once I've made some trades here, I'll be free to head back to their monastery. Let me know if you want to travel along.
Reminds you of old school adventure movie? Yeah, man, it's so good.
By ship is the only way eastward from here. I believe Captain Mashif has a small trading vessel moored at the docks.
Sebo. Whenever you say something, I keep thinking of this first line that this guy says. You ready?
How do I know I can trust you, hmm? You may be as shifty as that pack rat Elzix who runs the inn. But if you need a potion, though, I suppose I can make you one. For a price, of course.
How do I know I can trust you,
I've sold many seasickness potions to Mashif over the years. It seems that many of his passengers don't take well to the rocking of his ship on the open seas.
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Koras Temple many years ago. I've no love for brothels, as they can lead honorable men to do dishonorable things. Since the local harems took up hiding in the palace, however, there seems to be a rise in foul tempers. Greetings.
Look. White people, cute redhead.
I've no love for brothels.
I've heard that you are responsible for banishing Andariel back to the burning hells. I'm impressed, stranger. That couldn't have been easy. My name is Drognin, and I know what you're up against, my friend. You ought to look over my inventory of items for trade. Lysander is harmless enough. We keep each other company with our mutual interests. Yet, I don't think he could handle the enormity of our present situation.
Now,
bet you wonder how this town manages to stay safe with all the trouble going on out in the desert. Well, I can tell you that it's got nothing to do with the local town guards. They're all in the palace for some reason. Jaren hired me and my mercenaries to help keep the peace around here. We're not cheap, but we're the best this wasteland has to offer.
From this guy, we can hire different type of mercenary. Prayer aura, blessed aim, defiance. Oh, Durga! I need to buy Durga. Or Wahid. Oh man, Emilio. Oh man, I think no. Hold on. My lady. It's been fun. I guess I can keep that. Ah, well, it's gone. My lady, it's time for you to go.
Yes, citizen. We do a good job in town, but beyond the city gates, you'll find all manner of demons.
Okay, it's Durga time. Yes.
I'll put that to good use.
Awesome.
You look like a sturdy adventurer. You know, I used to be quite the scoundrel in my day. I led the fiercest group of bandits who ever terrorized these sands. Nowadays, I run this here inn and pretty much stay out of trouble. My days of adventuring are behind me. Mashif is a wise captain, I think. Wise enough to know silver from tin and truth from dung, that's for sure.
Can you see the palm trees in OG? Sure. Man, imagine if every old game had this. Just imagine this. Every single old game you can swap graphics like this. How awesome would that be? Maybe in the future they will create an AI that does it.
Halt. You may not pass. You may not.
Man, I'm so happy I got Durga. He's a Giga Chad.
Stay a while and listen. I talked at length with Wariv as we crossed the desert from Khanduras. He has many fascinating tales of the dangers of the desert. His experience may be useful to you.
Greetings. I'm Mashif, captain of this ship here. I make port runs around the Twin Seas and occasionally out to Kingsport in Westmarch. I haven't sailed anywhere lately, though. Jaren has ordered me to stay docked here in case of emergency.
Man, whenever you mention Peach, I wanna play that game so bad.
Atma serves a fine ale in her establishment. Greetings.
Greetings.
I don't know why you people keep pestering me. Grays seems to have this place locked down nice and tight. Not that I couldn't have done the same. I've proven my valor in combat plenty of times. I've killed plenty of those demons out in the desert. It doesn't seem to slow them down any, though. They just keep coming back for more.
I don't expect this of you. The creature makes it... Oh, Lysander is cranky, but he's a good old man. He used to give me medicines when... my son. The creature makes its lair in the tunnels beneath the city.
Oh, I skipped the dialogue. How can I...
The creature makes its lair in the tunnels beneath the city. He butchered my husband and son. I simply cannot bear to talk about it. Oh, Lysander is cranky, but he's a good old man. He used to give me medicines when my son was ill.
Hold on, let me see. I don't expect this of you, but if you want to help me, I would be grateful. In the sewers below our city, there lurks a horrid creature that hungers for human flesh. The creature has killed many, including my son and husband. If you destroy it, I will reward you. Please be careful though. That beast has taken enough from us already. The sewer entrance is through the trap door just up the street. I thought I could zoom in while she was talking, and that the button for zoom in cancelled the dialogue.
Good morning.
Hey!
Okay, we got a new quest.
Hey! Don't touch my drink, or I'll bore a hole into your skull with my thumb.
Diablo 2 looks bigger than Diablo 1. It is much bigger in every single way.
Hello. There are two entrances to the sewers, I believe. One of them is right near here, down by the water beneath the docks. I can see it from my ship, and you can bet I keep an eye on it every night.
And that's why they didn't remaster Diablo 1. So we can also go to the sewer here. But let's talk to everyone about the quest.
I've heard tales of walking corpses out in the desert at night, though I've never actually seen one.
You may not pass. Good morning. I hear that the creature kills his victims in order to hack off their limbs. I guess that makes me a less likely candidate, eh?
I've personally found some of that devil's victims washed up out of the sewer. Often they are missing limbs or a head, and their bodies have always been skinned. At first, the creature raided the town at night, That's how Atma lost her family. Now we've got him barricaded in the sewers. You're safe up here on the surface, but every now and again, some fool wants to be a hero and heads down to the waste tunnels with a pig sticker.
Good day. Farah and I have been talking about the creature recently. From my studies, I have deduced that it is Radamant the Fallen, an ancient Horadric mummy that has for some reason left his tomb to prey on mortals. I'm doing some more research now. If you check back later, I may have some more insight as to his nature.
The Horadrim used to mummify their highest mages and infuse them with spells that would allow them to protect their tombs, even after death. I have no idea why one of them would be acting so malevolently. Perhaps Drognan or Farah would know more about this.
I believe that the creature you refer to is one of the ancient Horadric mummies from the tombs that lie buried beneath the desert sands. It is unusual for one of his kind to be so far away from his resting place. I sense in this entity a restless and malevolent spirit.
There's nothing the right portion can't cure. I hear that beast is after body parts. Does he eat them? Ugh, ghastly.
Okay, let's leave and come back quickly for more dialogues.
Who goes there? I haven't talked much to Farah. She keeps to herself most of the time. I get the feeling that she doesn't like us mercenary types much. We've been meaning to send an organized group down there to kill that thing, but it would be dangerous. We just can't afford the chance of losing any men with all the trouble that's going on in the desert.
Welcome to the Desert Rain. Farah is a good woman. She seems very sad, but seldom speaks of her past. She's good to the poor and helps people when she can. That makes her all right in my book. If you're going to fight that thing, use some common sense. Be knowledgeable about what harms the undead. Poison, for instance, will have little effect. You may not pass.
Good day. That old desert fox L6 is as crafty as they come. Years back, he made off with a small fortune of my caravan's wares. I certainly never expected to see him so domesticated. Death is not afraid of the living, but the living abhor death.
Good day.
Sebo.
How do I know I can trust you, How do I know I can trust you, Oh, young Jaren used to purchase minor love potions from me, hoping to win the favors of the harem girls. But now that the girls have taken up residence in the palace, he doesn't come around here anymore. Well, I've always said alchemy is no substitute for experience. Huh? Peppermint? Oh, Radamant. Oh, yes. Oh, a foul creature. Some of my exploding potions should do quite nicely against him. They usually work well against the undead. How do I know I can trust you,
Blessings to you. The shrines in the desert are leftover artifacts from the Great Sin War that ravaged these lands almost 1,000 years ago. They still function, but most travelers believe them only to be remnants of the distant past. Drognan told me something interesting earlier today. It might explain why Radamant is so restless, and it might have something to do with why he is stealing human body parts.
Good day. The Horadric mummies were created to protect the tombs, but Rodiment is far from his burial chamber. Given the aberrations that have been witnessed lately, it comes as no surprise that even the ancient Guardian's spells have begun to unravel. Be wary of this as you venture farther into the desert.
Allow me to advise you. I've heard of your friend Cain. He is the last of the Horadrim. You would do well to heed whatever advice he has to give you. I've just been reading something interesting about this sort of undead. Apparently, certain Horadric funereal priests altered the bodies of their dead mages with magical and surgical techniques, often replacing body parts with those of animals. This was thought to augment their powers and raise their status in the afterlife.
There's no trouble a mug can't cure. This public house used to be quite lively, until this plague of evil. Luckily, I've managed to save away a tidy nest egg. Unfortunately, I couldn't save everything I cared for. I am starting to have second thoughts about my request. I couldn't bear the thought of you losing your life on my behalf. Please, be careful.
Good day. I've got no time for old alchemists. Lysander would be completely useless in a real fight. Aha! Back for a small shot of courage? Believe me, it doesn't help for long. Drinks, barkeep!
Good day. Grace seems to be a dependable fellow. I hope he can handle it if those things in the desert decide to attack this town. I noticed a rotting human arm floating in the harbor this morning. I suspected foul play, so I told Grace. He didn't seem too concerned since there haven't been any folk reported missing lately.
Okay, that should be all. Now, let's see the old school cinematic.
We traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that arid wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Moot Lane, with a great sea beyond. We made camp that last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered
sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Lut Gulain. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
That old desert fox L6 is as crafty as they come.
Geglash is a fool who would fight his own shadow if he could. Fighting's all he ever thinks about.
Ah, L6 is quite a character. I had a few run-ins with his band of outlaws in my younger years. Now he's as settled as the dunes out there. The Desert Rain Inn is his pride and joy these days.
I've heard of your friend Cain. He is the last of the Haradrim. You would do well to heed whatever advice he has to give you.
I am starting to have In addition to my public house, there used to be several brothels doing business here. When the troubles first started in the desert, the Harem Guild sought sanctuary within the palace. Of course, Jaren was glad to oblige. I'll bet they're finding many ways to repay him for his protection.
Sure, I hear lots of what goes on. Did you hear about the harem guilds? They were the only ones allowed to hide out in the palace when the raids started. It figures.
The Lady Farah has a proud, noble air about her.
L6 is quite a scoundrel, but I like him all the same.
Warriv may not remember me, but I helped him out when I was a young paladin. There's no need for me to remind him. The rewards for honor will not come in this life.
Oh, young Jaren used to purchase minor love potions from me, hoping to win the favors of the harem girls. Yeah, but now that the girls have taken up residence in the palace, she doesn't come around here anymore. Well, I've always said alchemy is no substitute for experience.
Now we can go back to
that old
Act 1.
Death.
Hello again, Outlander. Word of your great exploits in the East has reached us, even here.
That's a unique dialogue if you come back.
If we could only find out how Andariel has managed to corrupt...
XCOM, what's up, man?
It takes time to master your skills, and use will hone your technique. But take care to choose your new skills wisely.
Welcome back, my friend. Remember, if you need to return to the west, I'd be glad to escort you with my caravan. Geed is a one.
Good to see you again. Since the rogues have been moving back into their monastery, they haven't been buying anything from me. Warriv was kind enough to let me travel with his caravan.
Oh, hi there. It's good to see you again. Hey, nice armor. Oh, I like it.
Hey, nice armor.
Welcome back, my friend. We're still clearing the monastery, but you're welcome to stay here as long as you need.
Geglash is a fool who would fight his own shadow if he could. Fighting's all he ever thinks about.
Ah, Elzix is quite a character. I had a few run-ins with his band of outlaws in my younger years. Now he's as settled as the dunes out there. The Desert Rain Inn is his pride and joy these days.
I've heard of your friend, Kane.
In addition to my public house, there used to be several...
Sure, I hear lots of what goes on. Did you hear about the harem guilds? They were the only ones allowed to hide out in the palace when the raid started. It figures.
Gonna build a home server. That's awesome. That sounds nice, man.
The Lady Farah has a proud, noble air about her.
That old desert fox elves.
Okay, heard that.
I know Wariv may not remember me, but I helped him out when I was...
Oh, young Joe.
Okay. Time to go.
I need mana. It was short stream yesterday.
Yeah, cause I finished Diablo 1 Hellfire, and I didn't want to start Diablo 2. Finished Hellfire, checked out Resident Evil a bit. And that was it. Yeah, I don't know how long it was. But it wasn't that much. Yeah, I still do it, but it depends on the game. I also know Live Telex too, when it came out. I'm pretty sure there's more.
Not enough money.
Long staff. 3 sockets. No, I need 2. Oh well. Yeah, no worries, man. I completely understand. And it's not like I'm not gonna play that game anymore. I already wanna play it again. Are there any news on the third one? Are they making the third one? I think I saw some interview.
Vengeance.
Book of Skill. Awesome. Yeah, I think I saw an interview with Bjorn where he said they know people that are remaking Gothic 1 and they have full confidence in them. Now, it could have been a corporate speak, because of course you can't say otherwise, but still. Yeah, they have nothing to do, but they have full confidence in the people remaking it. Of course we will. I don't know if you played Arcalos, but man, Arcalos was quite an adventure.
Hey! There are some ancient tombs out there in the desert. You have to go pretty far to find them, though. Rumor has it that they are crawling with walking corpses now. Shit. As if the saber cats and claw vipers weren't bad enough. Whoa, whoa. Radamant the Fallen, is it? I've fallen off many a bar stool. No one calls me Geglash the Fallen. They might go so far as to say, Geglash, you've fallen.
What a guy.
Good to see you. Good job, mate. At night out on my ship, I was often awakened by that fiend's awful moaning. I'll bet I rest easier now. Warrive is a good friend. We've shared many tales, he and I. If we had it all to do over again, I believe we'd both be explorers of some renown.
Yes? If you haven't already, tell Atma that Radamant is dead. It may help to ease the weight of her mourning. Elzix is quite a scoundrel, but I like him all the same.
Have an amazing night, man. Thank you for coming out.
How may I help you? Mishif is an honest man as far as I can tell. He has never pestered me about my past. As you have helped Atma and all of us, so shall I help you.
Hello. Oh, deafness has its advantages, you know. I'm no longer forced to overhear the tedious gossip of others. Little of what I am able to hear is of any value. Radaman's death, however, is news worth hearing. I'm sure Atma will be glad to hear of this.
Good day. Mashif and his vessel should remain here, lest we risk taking demonic stowaways to other lands. From what you tell me, it would seem that Radamant was bent on the task of reviving his own mummified corpse with the flesh of the living. This is very unusual indeed. It takes an incredible magic power to alter the singular purpose of an undead mind. Perhaps there is a power at work here, which is beyond my ken.
He tried to revive his mummified corpse with the flesh of the living. That's kinda like the Mummy movies.
Good day. We're keeping the town safe and tight, but I've got a hunch there's something Charon's not telling us. You've killed Radamant, eh? That's quite a nice piece of work. If you ever need a job as a mercenary, I'd be happy to sign you up.
Good day. There are many ancient tombs in the desert. Most of them are already plundered, but I imagine that some have remained hidden. We ran into one of those old tomb guardians when I ran with my bandits. I know they aren't easy foes to face, so you sure have my respect. Have you told Atma yet?
Where can I take you? That old desert fox Elzix.
They say that the taste of vengeance is bittersweet, but I find it to my liking. In addition to my undying gratitude, I have spoken on your behalf with the rest of the townspeople. The merchants have agreed to show their gratitude by offering their wares and services at lower rates. Oh, Jaren wants to see you too. You'll find him in front of the palace. They say that the taste of Drognin is a very private person. He's always studying ancient scrolls and such. He may be a mystery to me forever.
You may not pass.
I have heard of your many deeds of skill and bravery. I feel I can trust you with something I have been hesitant to speak of. Drognin and I have concluded that the Dark Wanderer who passed through here recently was Diablo himself. Drognin believes that Diablo is searching the desert for the secret tomb where the great Horadric mage Tal Rasha keeps Baal imprisoned. You must find Diablo and put an end to the terrible evil that has fallen upon our city. Drognin is wise and is sure to have some helpful advice for you as to how Tal Rasha's tomb may be found. It may take you quite some time to find the tomb. May you be ready when you do. Even though he was once a bandit, I permitted Elzix to take over the Desert Rain Inn. He has been quite civilized ever since.
if you haven't already. Diablo nears his goal. We have little time to lose. Remember, my friend, that Andariel gave herself willingly to Diablo's cause. It would be prudent to assume that the other evils will attempt to aid their master as well.
Legend has it that Tal Rasha lies imprisoned within his tomb, forever struggling to keep the Lord of Destruction bound. His was a selfless act, although perhaps foolhardy.
When Tal Rasha chose to embody the spirit of Baal, he knew his doom was to wrestle eternally against the will of the greater evil. Look around you and ask yourself, has the battle been won or lost?
I'm sorry, I can't help you much here. Now, if the tombs were across the ocean, then I'd be the guy to talk to.
Oh, I'd go with you to those tombs, but, I don't like all that living dead stuff.
Good day. I've heard legends of the tomb of Tal Rasha, but I thought they were just old tales meant to scare young children.
So, you're going to search for the 7 tombs, huh? Don't you know that they're just desert legends, passed between merchants and travelers? No one really believes that they exist.
If you're going into the deep desert, why not hire a few of my men to watch your back?
Hey, I can wear this now. Awesome. Can also make one for my boy. Nah, he's fine without it. I'm sure he's fine. For now.
can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Good evening.
Blessings to you.
I need moments. I am overburdened.
Good evening.
So yeah, the wand that was worth 5,000 in Act 1 is now 8,000 in Act 2. It's not capped, so I can sell it.
Not enough money.
below.
It is an honor to... Warrive may not remember me, but I helped him out when I was a young paladin. There's no need for me to remind him.
I talked at length with Warrive as we crossed the desert from Kandurus. He has many fascinating tales of the dangers of the desert. His experience may be useful to you.
There's no trouble a mug can... I've heard legends of the tomb of Tal Rasha, but I thought they were just old tales meant to scare young children. Oh, Lysander is cranky, but he's a good old man. He used to give me medicines when my son was ill.
Hey there! Have you found those big sand maggots yet? Arrows and all that don't work so well against them. Best thing is hack them with a sword or such.
Good day. The Lady Farah has a proud, noble air about her.
You may not pass.
Yes? It is well known that there are 7 great Horadric tombs hidden beneath the sands in the furthest reaches of the desert. One of them surely must be Tal Rasha's prison. You must explore each of the tombs to find Tal Rasha's exact location. Of course, Diablo is searching for the tomb as well. No one can guess as to what terrors he has unleashed in his search. When you arrived, Warrive's caravan had been long overdue. With all of the evil that's arisen in the land, I'm surprised he got through it all.
Yes? Jaren has his father's strength and wits. He's young, but he rules this place with wisdom and care. I think he'll grow into a fine sultan, provided we all survive this crisis.
Greetings. Oh, deafness? As you said that.
Warrive may not remember me, but...
Hello. What tales Drognan can tell. You would do well to listen carefully to that wizened wizard.
Need some help? We're keeping the town safe and tight, but I've got a hunch there's something Jaren's not telling us.
Ask and learn. The Horadrim were a powerful order, although maybe too prideful. Tal Rasha was one of their order, and that should tell you something. Any man who believes himself strong enough to contain one of the prime evils is in for a rude awakening, I should think.
Julian, you having fun?
Not enough mana.
Good day.
Blessings to you.
You have quite a treasure there in that Horadric cube. According to Horadric lore, the cube can restore a Horadric staff. To do it, use the cube as you would a scroll. When the cube opens, place both pieces of the staff into it and use the cube's transmute power. You'll be pleased to know that the cube has other alchemical uses as well. 6 gems plus 1 sword transmute into a socketed longsword. You may also transmute 2 quivers of crossbow bolts into 1 quiver of arrows, while 2 quivers of arrows yield 1 quiver of bolts. I must leave it to you to discover other formulae.
So he told us some recipe about the cube, and there are way more recipes.
Hello.
The cube is so good.
You have quite a treasure there in that. Mashif is an interesting man. Part of him longs for the freedom of the open seas, yet his heart belongs in his homeland.
One of the cube recipes is upgrading the runes, or gems, or creating socketed items.
Graze is a fine warrior and leader, but in his heart he will always be a mercenary for hire. I cannot be loyal to those who have no loyalty to themselves.
You need socketed items for rune words. You can make them in the cube.
Good day. Potions are delicate mixtures. They're just as liable to go off in your face as anything.
Hey! Have you found those big...
Tell me your troubles. In addition to my public house.
Ahoy, mate. Oh, I've known Elzix for years. He always offers me a free room at his inn when I dock here. But I prefer the comforts of my own cabin.
Good day. Jaren has his father's strength and wits. He's young, but he rules this place with wisdom and care. I think he'll grow into a fine sultan, provided we all survive this crisis.
You may not...
Greetings. Mashif is an honorable man, but I fear that he is growing impatient with me about impounding his ship. I dare not tell him what's really happening in this city. It is well known that there are 7 great Horadric tombs hidden beneath the sands in the furthest reaches of the desert. One of them surely must be Talrasha's prison. You must explore each of the tombs to find Talrasha's exact location. Of course, Diablo is searching for the tomb as well. No one can guess as to what terrors he has unleashed in his search.
What you need? I miss the brothels that used to do business here. You know, all of the ladies fled to the palace as soon as the trouble in the desert started. You'd think that they could at least come out once in a while now that Grays and his men have things relatively under control.
Who goes there? I'd stay clear of Lysander if I were you. He's always mixing his damned potions and chemicals. I wouldn't be surprised if he winds up blowing himself to smithereens.
Good day. I've been practicing magic for more years than you could know. I'm older than I look, though not so old that I can't conjure up a few sparks. Talrasha's tomb is hidden deep in the desert among 6 others. Talrasha's symbol marks the true tomb. If you want to know what that symbol is, you should be able to find it within the legendary Arcane Sanctuary.
Oh, I'd go with you to those tombs.
I've heard legends of the tomb of Talrasha, but I thought they were just old tales meant to scare young children.
Greetings. Legend has it that Talrasha lies imprisoned within his tomb, forever struggling to keep the Lord of Destruction bound. His was a selfless act, although perhaps foolhardy.
Greetings. You have... Elsie.
When the 3 evils were bound ages ago, Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, was moved to Kurast and bound by the holiest of magics.
Good evening. When Talrasha chose to embody the spirit of Baal, he knew his doom was to wrestle eternally against the will of the greater evil. Look around you and ask yourself, has the battle been won or lost? When Talrasha... I've traded my potions to Wareve many times. Yes, they seem to fetch a good price in the Western lands.
Good to see you. I'm sorry I can't help you much here. Now, if the tombs were across the ocean, then I'd be the guy to talk. Grays seems to be a dependable fellow. I hope he can handle it if those things in the desert decide to attack this town.
Hello. Even though he was once a bandit, I permitted Elzix to take over the Desert Rain Inn. He has been quite civilized ever since. For trade, it is well known that there...
Good evening. That old desert fox Be very careful, my friend. I think I've seen enough recently not to doubt that these tombs exist. And if they do, they are most certainly guarded by terrible creatures.
Greetings. Geglash is a fool who would fight his own shadow if he could. Fight. So, you're going to search for the 7 tombs, huh? Don't you know that they're just desert legends, passed between merchants and travelers? No one really believes that they exist.
Greetings. Atma seems to be a fine woman, but I'm sure the loss of her family has made her lonely. Perhaps I should go over and console her when I get off duty tonight. If you're going into the deep desert, why not hire a few of my men to watch your back?
Ask and learn. Elzix is a sly one, I'll give him that. Of course, he never tries to cheat me. He knows what my magic skills can do. Tal Rasha's tomb is hidden deep in the desert among 6 others. Tal Rasha's symbol marks the true tomb. If you want to know what that symbol is, you should be able to find it within the legendary arcane.
Sus? No, nothing is sus.